Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WWE2k20 Universe Mode intro. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I can't believe it, bros. This is Season 7. Wow. We have been doing this series since WWE2k14, and we are going into 2k20, man. Wow. This series started at the beginning of when 2K took over the license, and we are still rolling on season number 6. Season 7 will be WWE 2K21, but this is season 6, the official start of WWE 2K20 season number 6. I am your host, the lead writer and creator of Code Train Productions. Code Train, thank you so much for joining us. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe down below to the channel. We're on the road to 1.1k subscribers. Let's get to 1,100 by the end of the year. Thank you so much for all the consistent support, and let's keep on rolling on and grinding on the channel, man. Thank y'all for everything that y'all have done for me this year. Can't believe it, man. I'm sitting here making another video on doing another intro on another game. This is the season number 6. Season 6 of Universe Mode has officially begun, man. This series started back in WWE 2K14. I was doing it offline with my family, and I decided that I wanted to continue this from game to game because I got this idea from one of the YouTubers I used to watch back in the day. I got this idea from him, and I wanted to continue this from game to game. And I say, you know what, the same thing. I want to pick up where I last left off in 2K14 and do it in 2K15 and do it in 2K16, do 2K17 and so forth. And I've been doing that every single year ever since then. This series was brought to YouTube in WWE 2K17, late WWE 2K17. And this is our 3rd year on YouTube. We have done 2K17 on YouTube, 2K18, and 2K19. 2K17, 18, 19. And now this is our 4th year on YouTube doing this. 2K20 is our 4th year on YouTube, with the series being on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna go over some things, go over some calendars where we're at in the Universe Mode, go over Mega Main Event Reunion, our most recent show. If you guys have not watched Mega Main Event Reunion, I urge you guys. The series does not start, I think, not until I'm shooting for this weekend. I'm thinking Friday, Saturday, or Sunday will be the first episode of 2K20 Universe Mode. So you have today and you have tomorrow to go back and watch Mega Main Event Reunion, because with the things that you see here, you will not understand until you watch Mega Main Event Reunion. I urge you guys to go back and watch that show, and then you'll be all caught up on everything that is happening in the series thus far. So, I'm going to go over the calendar, where we're at in the series, where we're going at and for the next few months, go over our champions, go over the shows that we have, go over the background of everything, and pretty much get you guys set up for episode 1 of Monday Night Raw, and then go over the opening match that you guys will be seeing for Monday Night Raw. So this will be the complete intro for you guys for 2K20. Like we always do, let's check out the calendar. First things first, we are on the road to Clash of Champions. That is our next pay-per-view. We are in the month of September. We will be picking up where we last left off the night after Mega Main Event Reunion. Mega Main Event Reunion was 3 weeks after SummerSlam, and now we're picking back up where we last left off with Mega Main Event Reunion. This is going to be the co-brand exclusive pay-per-view, Clash of the Champions. Now, in this series, SmackDown Live has not moved to Fox. Our Fox deal does not start until after Survivor Series. So after Survivor Series, we will move SmackDown Live to Fox. No, I'm lying. I am going to go on a limb here. I am not starting my Fox deal until after WrestleMania. The Fox deal will not start until after WrestleMania, so that means SmackDown will stay on Tuesday nights, and SmackDown will stay before NXT until after WrestleMania. The reason why we're doing that because after WrestleMania, we will do a complete new draft. We're gonna have the WWE draft take place, shake up these rosters for the Fox move, and then that is where we're gonna have with the for the Fox move, and that is when we're going to move SmackDown officially to Friday nights. But in this series, I don't know about anybody else, but we are still SmackDown Live, and the reason why we are still SmackDown Live is because the Fox deal has not started yet, and it will not start until after WrestleMania. So that is some clarification of why we're still SmackDown Live. That is the reason that we're not SmackDown. We're still SmackDown Live because the Fox deal has not started yet, and it will not start until after WrestleMania. As for NXT, if you guys have noticed that NXT will not be have any episodes debuted this month in Universe Mode. The reason why is because we're waiting for NXT's rosters to get set up. A lot of custom stars are in NXT. A lot of our calls are in NXT. And we are waiting for them to get their stuff together and get uploaded to community creation so we can begin NXT. So NXT there will not be a single episode in the month of September for NXT. NXT will start the month of October in Universe Mode. That is when NXT will begin, and the road to NXT TakeOver Miami will continue. What is NXT TakeOver Miami? That is NXT's next show for Survivor Series, because Survivor Series will be in Miami, Florida this year, and we are hosting NXT TakeOver Miami this year for the NXT show. If you guys, when I go back and reference NXT stuff, we don't have that many NXT champions because NXT was disbanded in 2K16, and we just brought it back in 2K19. So then it's only a few months old. It just came back after our previous WrestleMania. So that is that with that. Now, it's pretty much straightforward from here. We have Clash of Champions coming up. I'm going to give you guys our next 3 months of pay-per-views to get a clear idea where we're at. Clash of Champions, we're in the middle of the year. The summer is winding down here in the Universe Mode before we get into the winter months and to Survivor Series and Thanksgiving Survivor Series and Christmas down there, all that stuff like that for the series. So that is where we're at right now in game. In October, then we have Clash Champions in September. October, we will have the Raw exclusive pay-per-view Super Showdown. Now you guys be wondering, why is Super Showdown Raw exclusive, Raw and SmackDown Live exclusive? Not only do we have calls in this Universe Mode, with current day superstars, it's a mixture of both. We have creator wrestlers and regular superstars, which I'll get into my calls in just a second, how you guys can join the series if you are new, because we are still taking call slots in 2K20. We always do it. We do it every single year. But there will also be brand exclusive pay-per-views because the brand split still exists in this Universe Mode. The brand split has been around since WWE2k14. We have not changed. We don't do no superstar shakeups. We don't do none of that crap. It's brand split. It's 3 distinctive different brands. You will not see the same superstars on Monday Night Raw. You will not see the same superstars on SmackDown Live. No. If a SmackDown star will not show up on a Raw unless it's around Survivor Series time in this brand warfare. So these are our first brand exclusive pay-per-views of 2K20. It will be Super Showdown and Hell in a Cell. That will be the Raw and SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-views. Super Showdown will be Monday Night Raw. SmackDown Live will be Hell in a Cell. Again, we do custom superstars here, but we also hold the brand. We also have a brand split. You will not see the same people show up on every single brand. We don't do that superstar shake up garbage. We don't do that wild card. What is a wild card? I don't even know what that thing is because we haven't did that ever in this series, and we never will do a wild card. No. This is distinctive brands, separate brands. Just, they have their own exclusive things that you will not see on the other show. That is what we're all about here, giving people opportunities. Every show has its own theme. Every show has its own flow. Every show has its own distinctive look. We give them different looks, different themes, different sets, different types of commentary, different sets of everything for every single show to make sure nothing feels the same. I don't want you to come out here and say, oh, this feels the same. No, you will not. NXT will not feel like Monday Night Raw. They will feel very different. SmackDown Live will not feel like NXT. NXT won't feel like SmackDown. No, when you watch one of these shows, you're gonna get a different taste, different superstars, different flavors, different structure, different theme, different everything. Because I want them to be distinctive, and they're battling for ratings, they're battling for your viewership, they're battling for your likes, they're battling for your subscription, because that is what pays off, my people. Your subscriptions, your ratings pays off in the long run. And I will explain to you, give you guys some examples of where your ratings for these brand exclusive views, these views count in the long run. I will talk to you guys in a second about how this will impact the brands you watching, you liking, you interacting, you commenting. These impact all three brands. That's why I urge you guys to watch all three shows. If you prefer one show, you want to sit down and watch the other show more, by all means, critique them. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing wrong, because we want to make these shows as best as possible. And we want to give them that real life feel. Like, okay, I can say this subscriber said that Monday Night Raw not doing this very well. Stephanie McMahon and The Rock will change how they run Monday Night Raw. Just that simple. That's how it works. Dave McMahon and The Rock will change how they run the show. If we're not doing such and such right, they will change that, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you continue to watch, because those views matter, those likes matter. That goes into our rating system, which I will talk about and later on throughout this intro. So again, brand reviews and calls are available in the series. Real quickly on calls, if you give me your call and don't come back to me and complain why my call has not been featured. I'm gonna tell you guys this. This series is written 3 months in advance. I write everything in advance. I know I make sure my series is ahead of the actual game. I write stuff in advance. So when I bring in your calls, I have to integrate them. I have to give them my own gimmick I want them with, because some gimmicks calls already have. I have to edit their entrance to make sure they don't feel the same as another call. I have to give them distinct looks. That all takes time. My rules on calls are this: if you give them to me, you trust me with them, and you allow me to do whatever I need to do with them. Your call will not win every single match. Your call will not be a world champion in the first 3-4 months. It doesn't work like that, partners. Y'all know my rules on calls. If you were here last year, you know my rules on calls. I don't play no games with them. If you moan and complain, you out of here. It's just that simple. We don't have time to be moaning and complaining because your guy loses. I know people with call shows that has the same format as me, and I ain't changing my format. You can upload your calls use the hashtag CodeTrain or give me their distinctive hashtags in the comment section down below, and I will download your call and put them on either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, wherever I see fit. Me and Coaching Productions will look at your look, we will look at your entrance, we will change some things about him, change his backstory, change how he looks and stuff like that, and adjust them accordingly to fit the series, and then he will show up on Raw, SmackDown Live, or NXT. That's my rules on calls. That is it's pretty much that simple to follow. So again, if you You want your creative wrestler, if you want your call in the universe mode, put them down in the comments down below. I do this every single year. Put them down in the comments down below, and we will download him for you, and we will bring him into the series. That is just my straightforward rules on calls. It's nearly not that hard to not comprehend. It's really not that hard to get. It's simple rules. Just be respectful about them. Don't moan and complain when you don't get your way. I understand. It depends on you. I know when you're playing a gimmick, and I know when you're personally attacking somebody. I'm just saying. I know this. I've been doing this way too long. I've been watching this stuff way too long to not notice when you're doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So, calm down. Patience is a virtue. In the end, it will pay off. In the end, you will get your big moment. In the end, you will be that star of Cold Train Productions. Just ask some of our calls that are currently champions right now. They were patient. They waited. They waited their turn, and now they have gold around their waist right now, which we'll get right into when we go over our champion section of the intro. After October, we have Survivor Series. Then we will host December. We will have the Slammy Awards special. There will be a Slammy Awards special to go along with the end of the year pay-per-views. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live have not picked their brand exclusive, but we will have two more brand exclusive before we get into the road to WrestleMania. Then the Royal Rumble will be here. And then we will have the Elimination Chamber review. Then we will have Fastlane, and then WrestleMania Las Vegas with NXT TakeOver Las Vegas. That is how we're going to run it. Again, some of this stuff is destined to change. Don't worry, guys. We will change these things accordingly as we go through. Again, we haven't really got into the pay-per-view customizing them just yet, but we will change some things about the pay-per-views in the near future. But that is our current calendar. That is where we're currently at in the universe mode. Excuse that Night of Champions logo. We will fix that and find the Clash of Champions logo to go with that, because we are hosting Clash of the Champions. That is going to be our next pay-per-view. Now, on to the roster, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through this really quickly. I was just stay right here. We're going to go through our champions and give you guys a brief history of our current champions in the series. Our current World Heavyweight Champion is the Velveteen Dream. He is coming off a massive win at Mega Main Event, retaining his World Heavyweight Championship. Spoiler alert for Mega Main Event. If you haven't watched it yet, I will be giving some spoilers throughout this show and going over some brief history of the series that you guys have missed for all of my new subs. The Dream won the World Heavyweight Championship retained his World Heavyweight Championship at Mega Main Event Reunion. He is coming off a massive win there. In the opening match, he opened the show and he defeated Don Toxley and retired Don Toxley from wrestling. Don Toxley is no longer a member of the Universe Mode because he has retired. And that was his last match, was against the Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream looks ahead to Clash of Champions as he already has his opponents ready to go for Clash of Champions. He will face EC3 for the World Heavyweight Championship. I will explain how EC3 got that on Monday Night Raw, but I will explain it here. EC3 won a number one contendership match back at Vengeance. It was a fatal four-way World Heavyweight Championship. Triple threat. World Heavyweight Championship, number one contender. EC3 won that matchup, and he is the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he will get his opportunity at Clash of Champions to fight the Velveteen Dream for the World Heavyweight Championship. Will Velveteen Dream reign that started back at SummerSlam? He's a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. He lost his title for a brief moment to Apollo Crews when Apollo Crews crashed it in, but he won it right back. Will Velveteen Dream second go around as the World Heavyweight Champion be over just like that as it's just picking back up? We'll find out at Clash of Champions when he faces EC3 for the World Heavyweight Championship. on to our United States champion. His name is Tommaso Ciampa, aka Project Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa at Mega Main Event Reunion had hosted his own. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. He hosted his own match called the Project Challenge, which was a 30-minute fatal four-way Iron Man match that Ciampa held on Mega Main Event Reunion. He was successful in that defense. He also retained his WWE United States Championship at WWE SummerSlam. So Tommaso Ciampa has been the United States champion for a very, very long time. And he has been really, really good as the U.S. champion. He seems unstoppable, and it seems like nobody can stop him. But what is next for Tommaso Ciampa at Mega Man Event Reunion? He retained his title. Who will step up to the Black Heart, as he will defend that United States Championship at Clash of Champions? As every single championship that you see on your screen right now will be defended at Clash of Champions between both Raw and SmackDown Live. So who will be up next to step up to face Tommaso Ciampa? Well, we probably won't have to wait long, because Monday Night Raw, Edge has told me. I'm sorry, the Raw General Manager Edge. I actually said The Rock earlier. My apologies. The Rock was the former Raw General Manager, but he lost to Samuel Lewis at WrestleMania. This past WrestleMania, and he was fired as the Raw General Manager. I believe it was Lewis. Yeah, Lewis. I believe Lewis beat him at WrestleMania, and he was fired as General Manager at the Raw after, and The Rock took over as the. Wait, hold on. Did I say The Rock? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, and Edge took over as the Raw General Manager. My apologies, man. I'm trying to get going over my brief history of everything to make sure you guys are caught up. So that is what has happened with him. We'll see what Tommaso Ciampa does, but Edge has told me that he has some surprises in store for Monday Night Raw, as we may not have to wait long to see who will be next in line for Tommaso Ciampa's United States Championship. Now, our Raw Tag Team Champions, you do not see them as of right now. They are K and S, KJ Jones and Samuel Lewis. They defeated the Usos back at SummerSlam to win the Raw Tag Team Championships, and has successfully defeated Eric Chaos, Feck, and Leo West at Mega Main Event Reunion. You do not see them because I do not have their calls just yet, but they are our current Raw Tag Team Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm to you on the first episode of Monday Night Raw of the season premiere of Raw in 2K20, we will have a massive number one contendership match. This will kick things off here on Monday Night Raw. You want to make sure you are here on time to make sure you do not miss the season premiere. Though your first match of the evening, it is gonna be Otis Dosovich and Tucker Knight. Heavy Machinery will take on the Street Profits in a Raw Tag Team Championship number one contendership match. The winner of this match will face KNS at Clash of the Champions. It is going to be a fantastic match. What a way to start off the Monday Night Raw, the season premiere, the night after Mega Main Event Reunion. Is going to be Heavy Machinery versus the Street Profits. Who do you have in the comments down below? Who will face KNS for those Raw Tag Team Championships? Let me know in the comment section down below. But that is the first match of Monday Night Raw in the season premiere. Like I said, the KNS, they defeated the Usos at SummerSlam, and then they had defeated the Usos once again in a rematch the second time at Vengeance, and now they defeated Feck and Leo at Mega Man Reunion. But the question is, who will be next in line? Will it be the Street Profits, or will it be Heavy Machinery? We will find out on the first Monday Night Raw, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. That will kick things off, and that Raw Tag Team Championship number one contender. Now it's on to my girl, representing EST Elite. It's Bianca Belair, man. Bianca Belair is our current Raw Women's Champion. She had cashed in her Money in the Bank on Kairi Sane over 2 months ago on the Raw after SummerSlam to defeat Kairi Sane and win the Raw Women's Championship. Ever since then, Bianca Belair has been on a rampage. She defeated Kairi Sane once again. She defeated Kairi Sane via DQ at SummerSlam, and then she beat her in, and some people say, controversial fashion. J-Dog, so that's one of my subscribers, to say that Bianca Belair beat her in controversial fashion at Mega Man Event Reunion, which I don't disagree. I disagree with. I think it was not controversial fashion. I think Bianca Belair won fair and square. I just think that somebody was jealous that Miss Bianca won the Raw, retained her Raw Women's Championship. But I think it was not. I think it was not jealousy. I think it was fair and square. I think it was the right call. The referee made the right call at the end of that Iron Woman match. Bianca is still your Raw Women's Champion. Now, what's next for Bianca Belair? We have no idea what is next for her. Kairi Sane has stated that she lost in controversial fashion and she wants another crack at Bianca Belair. We will see. As on the Raw after Mega Man event, Bianca Belair will be in the building for the Raw after Mega Man event reunion. We'll see what's next for Bianca as her Raw Women's Championship reign is just picking up some steam. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have the European Champion. His name is Seth freaking Rollins. Burn it down. That's exactly what Rollins has been doing the last few months of his European Championship reign. With a reign that Seth Rollins has had at Mega Man event, he also successfully retained his European Championship in a classic match against Shelton Benjamin. Rollins was tested. I think that was Rollins' toughest test in his European Championship reign. But what is next for the Architect? That is what that is the question that me and you are asking. What's next for Mr. Burn It Down, Seth freaking Rollins? Who's going to be up next to challenge him for the European Championship? Rollins said he'll take on all comers, as he says he and everybody else with championships will be defending their titles at Clash of the Champions. And then finally, moving on to SmackDown Live. It is the SmackDown Live division here for the series. This is all the champions of the Blue brand. Starting things up, our current WWE champion. I can't believe I'm saying his name. Batista. Batista won the WWE Championship at Mega Man Event Reunion after causing Adam Cole his shot at WWE title, attacking him before the show went live on the air because he didn't give what he wants. He attacked Adam Cole before the show went live on the air. Then later on that night, he defeated Aleister Black for the WWE Championship to win his third ever WWE Championship in the series. So Batista is a 3-time WWE Champion in Universe mode because of his victory over Aleister Black. This is the scummiest of WWE champions I've ever seen. I hope that Aleister Black comes back healthy. I hope that somebody please come back and take Batista down because he does not deserve the WWE Championship. But before Batista, Aleister Black was the WWE Champion after ending the incredible 1-year reign of Finn Balor. For all my new subscribers, I will have a behind the production before behind the production before SmackDown Live goes live on YouTube for episode 2 of 2K20 Universe. Behind the production discussing everything WWE Championship. I'll get more details in that live stream because I will be going over things that some of you new subscribers have not seen before in that behind the production. But Batista is our WWE champion right now, but before him it was Aleister Black, and before Aleister Black it was the incredible 1-year reign of Finn Balor that started at the beginning of 2K19 and just ended 2 months before we wrapped up before we wrapped up the season in 2K19. So what a reign it was for Finn Balor. But we will talk about more details on that and that behind the production video. But our current Intercontinental Champion is Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano has successfully defended his Intercontinental Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura at Mega Main Event Reunion. He is one of the only champions from WrestleMania. From this past WrestleMania, Johnny Wrestling is still the Intercontinental Champion to this day. One of our only champions that is still the champion from Mania is Johnny Wrestling. He has beaten the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, Mustafa Ali, and plenty of others in his story. I'm sorry, not Mustafa Ali, Sami Zayn, and plenty of others in his historic WWE Intercontinental Championship reign. But what is next for Johnny Wrestling? Johnny Wrestling said he'll take on any and all challengers. But I think after what we've seen for the UK Championship match, I think Johnny Gargano better watch his back, because a big dog is lurking, and the waters are empty. But that pool might be filled up after SmackDown Live this week. So stay tuned for that one. What is next for Gargano? We will find out on SmackDown Live. But wait a minute. I'm getting breaking news. Never mind. Scratch that. We won't have to find out that longer, because my man Shane McMahon has stated that Johnny Gargano, Intercontinental Championship opponent, will be determined in a one-on-one match, as Roman Reigns will face Daniel Bryan in an Intercontinental Championship #1 contendership match in the main event of SmackDown Live. What a matchup that's going to be. The winner of that match will face Johnny Gargano at Clash of Champions. Who you got winning that match? Let me know in the comment section down below. That is some massive news there. Gargano will defend his Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions against either Bryan or Reigns. Huge. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, it is our current champions, the Undisputed Era. It was a rough night for the Undisputed Era at Mega Man Event Reunion, as first Adam Cole was attacked by Batista. He was not able to compete at Mega Man Event Reunion. Then, which we'll go over in just a minute time, the Cruiserweight Championship was lost, as Roderick Strong lost his Kyle O'Reilly, who you see in the picture right now, lost his Cruiserweight Championship to Tyler Bate, which we'll talk about in just a second. It was a rough night for the UE, but they did retain their SmackDown Tag Team Championships over the club at Mega Main Event Reunion, and they got out of that one unscathed. But I know the UE are still not in the right headspace after the Adam Cole attack. We don't know when Adam Cole is coming back to SmackDown Live. They've been still trying to make sure Adam Cole is safe and okay to work SmackDown Live. So I know they're not in the right headspace, but I wonder what is next for our current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong, who is not pictured in the picture, but he is the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions with Adam Cole, with Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Rob Havoc in the group, which we'll talk about. Rob Havoc is the one that brought in the Undisputed Era, and he's the co-leader along with Adam Cole, baby. So technically, the Undisputed Era has 5 men in their group, because Roderick Strong also joined them a few months after their inception as well. Then we have the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. She calls herself the greatest woman of all time. Her name is Bayley. Bayley did not defend her SmackDown Live Women's Championship at WWE Mega Main Event Reunion, but she will be defending her SmackDown Live Women's Championship against the goddess, the Eclipse woman, Ember Moon, at Clash of Champions. But she calls her the greatest woman of all time because she has beaten the likes of Trish Stratus. She's beaten the likes of Lita. She's the only woman to pin Ronda Rousey in Universe mode. She did it at SummerSlam. She defeated Ronda Rousey. She's beaten all of them. She's beaten Sasha. She's beaten Becky. She's beaten Charlotte five through on 4 different times for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. She's beaten almost everybody in the SmackDown Live Women's division and in the Women's division as a whole. She can't be stopped. But the greatest might have met a match because Ember Moon is the one that is the one that ended Asuka's undefeated streak in Universe Mode 2 years ago at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas, AT&T Stadium. That is when Asuka defeated Ember Moon defeated Asuka to win the Raw Women's Championship at the time and ended her undefeated streak. Will she end the greatest reign? We will find out at Clash of Champions. But Bayley will be on SmackDown Live in action on the first SmackDown Live after Mega Main Event Reunion. So she will see you there. And the United Kingdom Championship is currently being held by our new UK champion Mustafa Ali. As at Mega Man Event Reunion, Mustafa Ali defeated the big dog Roman Reigns to capture the United Kingdom Championship in that fatal 4-way match, which it was called the Big Dog Challenge, as Roman Reigns defended his United Kingdom Championship against Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, and Mustafa Ali. Ali was the eventual winner, and he's the new United Kingdom champion. Roman Reigns has told me that he is not getting his rematch for the United Kingdom Championship. He's moving on to the title that he has not won yet in this series, and that is the Intercontinental Championship. He's chasing Johnny Gargano's IC champion. So the question is, what's next for Mustafa Ali, the new champion? He's just stated that he will be on SmackDown Live on the first episode of SmackDown Live after Mega Main Event Reunion. Who will be next to challenge Mustafa Ali for that UK Championship? As the Big Dog's reign, as Roman Reigns' reign as UK Champion started at WrestleMania when he took the title from Adam Cole and ended at Mega Main Event Reunion. Him and Gargano at the time before Mega Main Event Reunion went live on the air were the only two champions from WrestleMania, but now Gargano is the only one standing. Cruiserweight Championship finally, Tyler Bate, as I stated earlier, he won the Cruiserweight Championship from Kyle O'Reilly, as it was a distraction by Batista that cost Kyle O'Reilly the Cruiserweight Championship, and Tyler Bate was successfully won the Cruiserweight title from O'Reilly, and he is the new champion. And the question is, what is next for Tyler Bate? As he will be defending that Cruiserweight Championship at Mega Main Event Reunion. What is next for him? Well, we will find out at WWE on WWE SmackDown Live. I guess again, the Cruiserweights guys are exclusive to SmackDown Live. I forgot to mention that the Cruiserweights of Monday night of SmackDown Live, Cruiserweights of this universe mode are exclusive to SmackDown Live only. You will only see the Cruiserweight division on Tuesday nights and Friday nights starting after WrestleMania. So that's going to stay exclusive to the that's going to stay exclusive to the Blue brand for the foreseeable future. That's our champions of Monday Night Raw. That's our champions of SmackDown Live. We're gonna go real quick and go over NXT, but we will explain NXT in a later video once we get everything set back up. I'll go more in detail with it. Our NXT champion is King Dar. He is the king of NXT right now. I don't have him as champions. I sincerely apologize, as NXT is currently not in limbo right now. It will be back after Clash of Champions once we get everything set up. But he is our current NXT champion. North American champion is Walter, the Imperium Walter. Is our North American champion. NXT Tag Team Champions are the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe. And our NXT Women's Champion is Piper Wolf. With our NXT CW Champion or NXT World Champion, he is not. We don't have the title yet because Creative Championship is not in 2K20 just yet. But our NXT CW Champion finally to round out all of the NXT champions. He is not being present, but But that title does exist for the universe mode. So yeah, that is all of our champions rights now for the series. I hope you guys are ready, like I am, for um WWE2k20 Universe Mode. It is going to be fun. It is going to be great. I can't wait. I cannot wait to show you guys everything. I cannot wait to get into this year. This will be the best year. I know I say it every year, but I honestly believe that this will be the best year in Universe Mode. I think that this is the year for us, man. You know, it's time for us to take off. It's time for us to be great. It's time for us to show the world what we can do, like we do every single year. Yeah, I'm sorry. Our NXT champion is Cody Phillip, which he's not present yet. I don't have his call, and also the championship is not created. But that is it for Universe Mode so far. This is the intro. This is where we last left off. I explained every championship. I explained where we last left off for the brands. Went over some match that's already announced for the series. I think that is where we're gonna leave it off right here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this intro video, please be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel down below if you are new. We're on the road to 1.1K. And I've been your host, Coach, and I will see you guys this weekend for the first episode of WWE2k20 Universe Mode Monday Night Raw. I've been your host, Coach, and I will see you guys in the first episode of Universe Mode. Talk to you all soon. Like, subscribe, and share. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Talk to you all later.